Yes, everyone, welcome to a very special double toasted movie review extravaganza. It's so special.
Extra extravaganza.
We got Captain Blackass over here. What's going on? What are you training for?
Well, you caught me on my day off.
What you doing? Training for the Winter Olympics over there? What's going on, man?
Hey, man, just like Rocky against the Russians. You know, we might go against Afghanistan. Matter of fact, I think they're where is it? They're talking about having the Olympics somewhere super crazy hot.
Right here, apparently. Damn, well, I know we're talking about Dumb and Dumber, but I mean, you got to act like it.
Hey, I wanted to get into the spirit of it.
Hey, take that shit off. I can't look at you like that. Take that hood off.
No.
Okay, so you gonna wear this the whole thing?
Yeah.
All right.
Why not?
Welcome to Silly and Sillier, right? Part 1. This damn fool really gonna sit up here with this thing? All right, looking like Mushmouth off a Fat Albert. Or Dumb Donald, whichever one had that fucking pie crust on his head.
Yeah, everybody thinks it's Mushmouth, but it's Dumb Donald.
Whichever one. Yeah, we got fucking Dumb Martin over here.
To go with Dumb and Dumber 2.
To go with Dumb and Dumber 2. People, let me tell y'all why we are here talking about this. Now, we already did one review for this movie, but then, Martin, sometimes you got to sit back and I never like to use this word here, but marinate on it a little bit, because I really need to think about these things sometimes.
Now, when you first told me you wanted to do this, I was like, say what? But then I thought back to that night, and I was honestly shocked by how your review came out. Now, I was like, am I really going to have to fight with him on this? Or
I came home and I realized I gave the movie a rental.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
And I was,
yes, you did, Brett. Yes, you did. And I was like, why would he tell our audience to rent this?
And you know what? I really sat back and thought about it. And I just looked in the mirror. And when I looked in the mirror, I saw the black version of Jim Carrey. I was like, damn, you really like that movie? It was good. Like, you know?
What is that? Because it's bouncing all over your teeth. I don't think it ever landed in the spot you wanted it to go.
Apparently, I got a roach on my tooth that keeps crawling all over the place. Hey, it worked well when I practiced this. It stayed there. Apparently, I don't have this flea trained that well. But man, I thought about it. I said, you know what? This movie ain't gonna make me look dumb. You know, it may be called Dumb and Dumber 2, but this shit ain't gonna make me look stupid. So I said, Martin, we got to come back and talk about this, because I really don't feel like I gave it a proper review. I do value my criticisms very much, and I want to come back and do this again. I want to talk about this one more time.
All right.
You know, Dumb and Dumber was successful when it came out.
Sure.
I mean, it helped. One of the movies that helped launch the careers of the Farrelly brothers.
That's right. But and also Jim Carrey.
And also Jim Carrey, that's right. And then they tried to make this a franchise. So at one time they had a cartoon. Yeah. You know, and that was good, but it wasn't all that big. But then they said, all right, y'all don't want no animation. We get it. How about we do this? Jim Carrey ain't trying to come back and do this. Right. So how about we give y'all a prequel? We give you Dumb and Dumber when Harry met Lloyd, the young version. Right. And now it was just some straight up bullshit. So they said, all right, we get that. Nobody wants to see that. We get it. Y'all want that original dumb shit. Mm-hmm. Y'all want Jim Carrey and Jeff Daniels. We get it. So you know what? We'll see if we can get these two guys together and if we can get this thing going. And it took 20 years, but something happened. Jim Carrey and Jeff Daniels, they returned as Lloyd Christmas and Harry Dunne. Uh-huh. And so in this movie, Harry is hit by, what the hell? Oh, I thought that was pause right there because he was standing so still.
I know.
I was like, what the hell?
I thought your equipment broke.
Ain't so dumb now, am I? Now, who's the stupid one?
Yeah, it's funny because that punchline that he has in this with the whole gotcha, he just got you.
He just got me.
You sure you want to do this review again to try to make yourself look smarter? Because it's not going so well right now.
Wow, he got my, look, he's like, Corey, you dumb motherfucker, you actually fell for it?
We're going to put you in the third movie.
Yeah. You're going to be the black dumb one. But anyway, Harold, he's hit with two bits of news. One good, one bad. Well, the good news is that he has a daughter out there somewhere, a long lost daughter. Yeah. And he met the mom, played by Kathleen Kennedy, and he can Kathleen Turner, excuse me. Yeah. And so they can go find her. Now, the bad news is that, well, his kidney's failing. And you know, that could lead to a very short life for Mr.
Well, he
Dunne.
needs to find that daughter.
And so now he needs to find that daughter, Martin, if he ever wants to keep living with his dumb ass.
Right. Something like this shows you the shallowness of how so many Hollywood movies really are put together. Because, like, we like going to movies because we love the story. And that idea that there's a script out there floating around that people are trying to make, it takes them 8, sometimes 20 years to get it made, but finally it does. There's a romanticism in that journey. This is more the like, all right, this guy said yes, this guy said yes, this guy said yes. It's greenlit, here's the money, make it happen. And it's like, all right, I guess write something on some paper so we can start rolling these cameras.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, there's like 8 writers credited on this. And that just makes you think, okay, it was 8 guys sitting around at a bar with 2 cocktail napkins who wrote stuff on them. And at the end of the night, somebody paid the tab and somebody gathered all the napkins and just typed it all into a script.
You know, it could have just been one writer who wiped his ass and turned that in. 20 fucking years for this?
Yeah.
20 people, let me tell you something. 20 years is important to remember here because in 20 years, Hollywood has turned out a lot of dumb shit.
Yep.
And it's turned out more dumb shit. We live in a world where Freeberg and Seltzer exist. You know, the date movie and Meet the Spartans guys?
Well, yeah, plus, you know, you got the idea like, hey, forget Freeberg and Seltzer and the, you know, inappropriate comedy and you know, all this other stuff, Movie 43. These guys are the kings. They started this. Now let's see what they got to do. They're going to show you how it's done.
Exactly. You know, and that's what I was thinking. I said, man, if y'all going to go back to that original dumb shit, then make it good.
Yeah. Show us why it was loved in the first place.
But just because it's called Dumb and Dumber don't mean you got to take that shit literally. I mean, put some irony in there somewhere, you know? It's something where the whole charm of 2 idiots like this in a movie is that you make their stupidity clever.
Right.
You don't just give them a bunch of fart jokes and dick jokes to do. They do that in cartoons today, man.
Yeah, no, that's a really good point. And the thing is, it's not that they don't have the, like, you know, I know that fart jokes and dick jokes can be funny to a lot of people. But here, they barely even put that in. I mean, the surprising thing about this is how lacking it is in everything.
You know, and here's the thing about it. Martin, you were right. We got this movie before. There's a subplot in this movie where Laurie Holden, the girl from The Walking Dead, hanging out with Rob Riggle, and they're plotting to kill this dude until these 2 dumbasses come in and foil the whole plot. Not only has that been the plot of something else, but it's the plot of a movie that the Farrelly brothers already did.
Yep.
That was the same shit that they did it in their remake of the fucking Three Stooges.
Yeah. And the whole time watching this, I just kept thinking back to that Three Stooges movie. And I guess I've gone back and forth on it. Because at first I was like, wow, what a awesome movie that was. The way those guys imitated the Three Stooges is so much fun. And then I watched it again. I'm like, all right, well, the movie's not that great, but the performances are good. Now watching this, I'm like, no, actually, I'm going back to my original opinion. I didn't even understand what kind of dumb they are. Are they just dumb? Are they naive? Are they retarded?
I won't even be derogatory about it. If I was retarded, I'd be offended by this shit. I'd be like,
you'd be like, don't put that on me.
I was like, hey man, you making me look bad. Shit, me and my brethren, we ain't that fucking retarded.
Exactly.
I mean, it can't figure out if it wants to walk that line between being somewhat of a cute dumb movie or if it wants to be nasty.
Yeah.
I mean, that, you want to know, I mean, it gets to the point where, hey, you know, sometimes that this could be a kid's movie and then the next thing you know, these 2 dipshits are rubbing their hands into the dusty old vagina of an old woman.
Yeah. You know, it can't decide which way it wants to sell out. Does it want to sell out by being a tame PG movie that can rake in the most money?
Yeah.
Or does it want to sell out by doing offensive jokes because they don't feel like writing better ones?
Jim Carrey can do this shit all day long for all I give a shit. Like I said, man, he looks like fucking Lloyd back in the day.
Right.
Jim Carrey, the thing is, Jim Carrey, I respect you as an actor, man. I think you should get more credit for it, but that fucking face ain't gonna ever let you do a serious role. I'm sorry. You were just born with that face. You made millions from it. That's how it's gonna be.
That's weird. He looks like Henry Rollins in that photo right there.
He looks like Henry Rollins.
But I'm a liar.
Henry Rollins' mentally challenged little brother right there. Jim Carrey tried to do a slave movie or a Holocaust movie. That'd be the funniest. You'd be laughing at them Jews through the whole film, man. They be in concentration camps, and with this fucking face, you be laughing at that motherfucker like it's the best comedy you've ever seen. I get it. Take the fucking check. I get it. This is your bread and butter now. But Jeff Daniels, man, that motherfucker, that must have been some fat checks handed out for this.
Well, of course. But now he's got his HBO show, The Newsroom. He's back in prominence.
Oh, hell yeah. Look at him right there. Looking all serious.
He was like, hey, you want to come back and do Dumb and Dumber 2? The fuck you think I want to do?
That's what it looks like.
Well, what if we paid you all the money in this suitcase? Well, that's a different story.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be rude the first time. I hadn't had my coffee yet.
Yeah, that's exactly what it looks like. He looks like when they first just gave him the script.
Yeah.
He looks like, are you fucking serious? He's so serious now.
Oh, yeah.
I tell you, he's an actor.
Oh, yeah.
He ain't built for this silly shit no more. Back in the day when he was younger, he could do it. When he was out there earning his keep and, he was coming up still and he was trying to run up behind Jim Carrey. That's fine.
Yeah.
But now, man, your face just ain't made for it no more.
Yeah.
It just ain't made for it. You know what he looks like? He looks like that fucking crazy cat lady across the street that always tried to give you candy.
He does.
The one that always tried to invite you in and you saw the fucking cats in our house.
He has a grandma look.
But like that old woman who was just waiting for your ass to like turn legal. Like she was nice to you when you were a kid. Always give you candy the moment you turned 18. You want some candy? And some pussy too. He was like, oh shit, oh wait.
I'm just kidding with you.
But I'm not. Look at that old woman from The Shining who got the bathtub. Jack Nicholson, come here and fuck me. But, they'd rather go for the cop out. They're like, hey, recognize this from this show right here, instead of trying to actually write something original.
Why'd you name Butthole? Oh, because of this.
Oh, yeah. You guys never seen Cats before?
Yeah, you just, in all this 20 years, you ain't never seen a cat asshole before?
Pushing 60 years old, you never seen a cat?
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Fat checks because they even got Kathleen Turner come out of retirement for this. You know, she been hiding. Because you know how hot she was back in the day?
Oh, I'm telling you.
She done heard everybody tell her, damn, you used to be hot. Well, she said, you know what, fuck it. I just ain't going to come out no more.
I'm tired of hearing that.
I'm tired of hearing it. I know I used to be hot. I mean, she was.
I got mirrors too, asshole.
Go fuck yourself. And I told you, I don't think she looks that bad, but I'm like, out of all the shit they could have pulled you out for, they pulled you out for this?
We go track her down for you. There's no lawsuit against that.
You guys serious? You'd help me out?
Kathleen Turner, she's beginning to sound like a goddamn Saint Bernard when she talks. Like, I don't think she looks that bad, but whenever she's talking, you're like, I tell you though, Martin, as much as I've wanted to come back and say that I didn't really rail in this movie hard enough, I will also say that I didn't give it credit enough for the funny things that it did.
Oh, okay. Well, what was the other one?
Well, there are 3 jokes in there where they sincerely did play with their stupidity and make something clever out of it.
Okay.
And they weren't dirty jokes. They weren't dick jokes. It was something where it was almost kind of cute. And that even made it funnier.
Okay.
And when they're being mischievous, like when they're actually being like kids.
Yeah.
That's funny to me too. I'm telling you, man, when they set Rob Riggle on fire in this movie, that cracked me up. Man, I know you heard me there laughing for about a good 15 minutes.
I
know you were mad too. I was laughing way after the joke was done. And the audience, they were kind of like getting out of it, like, okay, we begin to realize this ain't that funny. But here comes old dumbass. Well, this guy likes it.
Why?
That's frustrating to see that, man, there are points in this movie where you had it. You actually had it. And if you kept that tone up through the whole thing, you would have had a decent sequel.
Really? All right, I'll give you this. They worked well together and they were consistent with their characterization.
Yeah.
That's all I got for
that's
you.
all. Okay, I was like, dude, please, go on.
No, that's
it. So you still hold on to some old bullshit.
Oh, yeah.
You ain't changing my mind. You ain't
don't
time
tell
to think.
Me you brought me back in here just so you could still give it a rental.
Well, Martin, I thought about this, and it's like, well, the parts that I thought about that are bad are worse than they really were when I first saw them. Mm-hmm. But the parts that are good, a little bit better than what I remember. And I'm still laughing at those things. I want to just get my point straight, but yeah, it comes back to a rental, man.
What the hell? You know what? You do belong with these assholes.
I never said I was a genius, did I?
We had to redo this review just so you could give it the same rating?
Yup. Hi, everybody. Merry Christmas.